And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank our $20 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/FSFilm. Those being Jane Alexander and L. Without whom we won't be able to do as much else. So thank you very much for support over the years. Those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And take it away.
Hello, I'm Mara. I am your storyteller for this evening, wherein we are playing a Werewolf the Apocalypse game called Ballad of the Werewolf. And joining me tonight as the titular werewolves are Julia.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm playing Dapple, the Lupus Black Fury Galliard.
And William or Shani.
Hi, I'm William Orshani, and I'm playing Eileen Baird, the Hamid Ragabash Shadow Lord.
And Holly.
Hey, I'm Holly, and I am playing Juniper, the Metis Philodox Stargazer.
And Sen.
And I am playing Wolfric Volkov, Ahmed Silverfang, who doesn't know that Pac is dead. But I imagine we'll be learning shortly.
Yes. And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing a corpse.
You're the
Beautiful.
one that updated the overlay ahead of game.
Uh-huh. I'm not playing that character yet.
There we go.
We'll get there. But right now, I'm a body that's leaking.
Yes. Why is the body leaking, you might ask? Well, first we should do the other things, which
Because of all
are
the holes in
Black Lives Matter and trans rights are human rights. And this is a horror game. These are monsters right here. Look at them. Look at their faces. Monsters.
Rawr.
There may be horrible things here. If you are not up to that, go do something else. Pet a puppy. Don't pet these. These are wolves. Dangerous wild animals. Actually, they're werewolves, which is worse. In terms of you surviving impact with them, which some bandits are about to discover because...
That said, don't go out into the wilderness and pet wolves.
No,
Don't
do
you
not
tell
do
me
that.
what to do.
Oh, no. If you do that, you will deserve what happens to you, which is probably death.
Yes.
Very
yes.
likely.
100%.
More accurately, more likely what will happen is you will never find wolves, because they will depart anytime you get near them.
Yes.
Also,
That's
if
I mean,
you
that's
do
fair.
man- if you do manage to pet a wolf, you will deserve what happens to you. The wolf will not deserve what will happen to them. Think about those
Also that.
consequences.
Yes.
That's
true.
absolutely fair.
Because if your dumbass gets eaten by a wolf, that wolf will get put down, and it won't be the wolf's fault.
Unless the wolf is not discovered. What I'm saying is abet wolf crimes.
Aid and abet wolf crimes,
If you
yes.
saw a wolf,
You
eat
did
someone
see a
who
wolf.
pet them. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
If you saw a wolf, you didn't see a wolf. That's the subtitle for any werewolf game that I eventually run.
I feel like that's just the Funnel Show Films official motto.
There we go.
If you see a wolf, eat someone who pet it. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Say you shit.
Want that on a bumper sticker now?
Yep.
I love people who have like wolves that they have raised with them as animals that are like with them as pets, but that only works if you have raised that wolf from childhood.
Yeah. So back to the bandits and their impending doom. Our dark and stormy pack, having returned from the Umbra, finishing some errands, having a heart-to-heart discussion about what Juniper might like to do to her former pack alpha, was interrupted by a letter from home for Dapple, asking her to please come back because your mother would very much like to meet the rest of your pack, which she's heard so much about. You are also given train tickets, which really puts the sort of like, she's a planner, your mother, and she is going to make sure that things happen when she wants them to happen.
I
And
should
she got
point
one of our
out.
packmates killed.
I was about to say I should point out that technically Ava's death is Dapple's mother's fault.
That depends on how far we want to go into philosophical argument of faults.
We wouldn't be
and...
on the train with the hunters and the bombs if it was not for her mother inviting us and demanding that we be there.
Inviting.
Yeah, inviting,
mean,
air quotes.
Dapple could have said no to her mother if we really want to get that specific.
Yes.
No.
Dapple is responsible.
No, you couldn't have. We've met Dapple. Dapple couldn't say no to her mother.
If we really want to get technical, it's the people that were doing the killing on the train.
Fair.
Technically, no. It's the people that were doing the killing outside the train because it was the bombs that went off that killed you.
You're not wrong. That is actually it. That is actually fact. I realized, by the way, Ava's ghost is so angry that she's not going to be able to help fuck up Juniper's former alpha. So angry.
Beautiful. Excellent.
So angry.
I mean, maybe she can just go haunt him preemptively. Wait.
Find out.
She needs to go find a relative to possess.
Unfortunately, you did not produce any relatives.
That doesn't mean that there aren't people along the family
true.
line somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Ava did not directly, though.
No, Ava did not.
You're too busy
Umbraing.
They're in Russia.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't possess that one.
Not yet. It would take some time. It's a long travel. But the question of faults is probably best left answered by the Philodox, who may be having some emotional reactions because in a fiery explosion caused by something who you'll probably meet soon, a certain member of the pack previously mentioned passed away in a fiery explosion. And we're gonna pick up the top of the round with Dapple. There was a loud boom and a fiery blast. You managed to duck and roll with fast instincts out of the main conflagration, which is now engulfing the cars that were around you and your pack. And the fighting cub having his first change, and humans who are screaming. What are you doing?
Veil's broken. So turning into lupus form.
Okay.
Who is closest to? It has been a week, and Sally fronted for this combat. So
yeah,
like, remind me of positioning and everything.
So there was a long train cart. You were kind of spread out a little bit, but Dapple, you were the only one to manage to roll out of the main conflagration. The rest of you are still inside, like shrapnel and the like husks of the railroad cars, which are currently very much on fire, which is not good for werewolves to be in. So as far as who is closest to you, I believe you were up in the Wolfric was the furthest one back, having shoved a couple of the hunters out of the window very effectively. Up kind of by the currently frenzying werewolf having his first change were Aoife,
Eileen.
Aoife, Eileen, Juniper, and I believe Dabble was up there as well.
Okay.
So actually give me a perception alertness. Difficulty 7, because fire. A little more difficult. To see if you notice your fallen pack-make.
Would we notice through the pack totem?
It's a good question.
Does
You've got the you've got the
does that line go
link.
dead?
We've got totem.
Yeah, actually that would. Yeah, one of the lines has gone dead.
Okay, and I mean Aoife is we'll see.
Yeah. So you don't actually need to make that roll. It's you all know.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, getting the body out.
Yep.
First thing.
Okay.
Getting the body out.
All right. Actually, first thing is because Pac-Make died. That's distressing. Rage.
I'm gonna do a rage roll on my turn.
Yeah, we're gonna do a rage roll here.
Okay. No, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah. It is currently a half moon, I believe. Let me double check.
Yes.
Yes. So it is diff 6 on that rage. And you're in Krynos. No, you're in Lupus right now. Yep.
Let me.
So it's just diff 6.
Yeah.
All right. You are not frenzying, but you feel that severed connection.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You are controlled, and you leap back in. Give me a. I'll use your roll that you just made before for finding Aoife. So you run back into the flaming car. The fire surrounds you. And I need a Dex Athletics roll as well to see how good you are at not getting hurt further by this, because it is on fire. Dex Athletics difficulty 6.
2 successes.
2 successes? Okay. You're going to take 3 aggravated for going back into the heavier fire. You can soak this. It's diff 7. All right, so just one aggravated level for you as you duck back in. If it was Hamid, you were a Lupus. Let us also have a strength athletics roll to drag her body out of the car. Diff 6 on this. It's not.
He was short.
Yeah. She's not really big. And she's staying Hamid, so.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. You are having trouble dragging her out. Her skirt is stuck on, is stuck on something, and you aren't able to get good purchase on her.
Okay.
A large portion of the train will go away.
I mean, also, names blank. Eileen is standing right next to you because she was right next to Aoife when everything went down.
Yes.
But that's it for Dapple's turn.
All right. Juniper, you feel the severed connection. Give me a rage roll. It is easier for you to rage because it's your auspice. Yeah, so diff 5, please.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Do I see her like dead or
Yes.
okay?
You're close. You were close. You're in the same car.
2.
All right, you keep it under control though. What are you doing?
Does this qualify as
You
a
are-
situation that would allow an individual to overrage?
I was gonna say this
Yes.
this could definitely grant rage points and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's
theoretically they might generate 2 rage even if it goes above their max.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't put you in a frenzy though. So let's do that for
it won't
Dapple.
frenzy you, but it will give you more
Yeah.
rage.
So
potential.
Dapple, you did not gain any rage because you got a 0. But Juniper, you are going to gain 2 rage that you can use on stuff. If it takes you above your max, you still get it because this is a stressing situation.
See,
Yep.
I'm helping.
Of
Thank you.
note, that's the more dangerous option because whenever you roll a frenzy roll, you use the higher of either
Correct.
your permanent
This
or
is true.
temporary rage.
Yeah.
So if your permanent rage exceeds if your temporary rage exceeds your permanent, you get
Yeah.
easier to frenzy.
Mm-hmm. Also, I will say if you all choose to remain in the fire, you're going to keep making those rage rolls because you're in a stressful situation and it's heightened emotions.
And it's on fire.
Yeah. If you get out of it, you don't have to keep making them past the like initial shock. But also Juniper, because you are in the fire, it's gonna be 3 aggravated. Give me a diff 7 to soak.
How do I roll that?
Down. Let me find where it is in the character sheet. Down past your in the combat area.
Mhm.
Right next to the right of your health levels, there's a thing that says armor and soak, and you're going to click on the button that says aggravated. The
Oh, I see.
difficulty is 7. I think it's automatically a 6. So you want to change
shoot.
that.
I'm sorry, I didn't change it to 7.
Okay.
It's fine.
That
You didn't roll
wouldn't-
anything that high anyway.
That wouldn't affect it. Yep. Okay. Juniper, you take 3 aggravated damage as you stand there
Wait.
feeling your rage rise.
What was the difficulty supposed to be?
7.
7.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a really bad roll.
Okay,
You
I'm
should
taking
get out of the fire.
I'm taking 3 aggravated.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Where do I put that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out
Yep.
health here.
On that health tracker, you are going to click so if you have
Okay, if
any,
you're
do you
looking
have
at-
any current damage levels?
I don't right
Okay.
now.
So you're going to click on those little circles to the right, and it is the red
It's
X
the
for
red one.
aggravated.
Click 3 times on each one.
Starting with dashing
I
going,
see.
or
Okay.
starting with bruised going down.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
And 3, you said.
Yes. 3.
So 3 so I'm sorry, I'm
3.
trying to figure.
Yep. 3
Sure.
aggravated levels of damage is what you're taking
Okay.
for
Okay.
being in the
I
fire.
think I know.
And clicking 3 times gets you to the red, which is the aggravated one.
So then I need to click 3 of these, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you. All right.
All
I'm
right.
just saying that if another person dies, I think everybody's getting rage. I mean, that'll be the one good thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Mara's about to kill me before I get to do anything because if I take that aggravated damage before I can get out of the fire and I don't soak any of it, I'm going to incapacitate it.
You can, these are a roll you can spend willpower on for soaking. Just FYI.
What is in the car with me right now besides the dead body of Ava?
Or pack.
Yeah, most of your pack. Wolfric is further back, but the rest of your pack is up here.
Well,
And the frenzying like just changed werewolf.
okay.
Time to get out of the fire.
Yeah, you can try and drag Eva's body, but it is going to be a roll for that. You can make your exit. I won't make you roll for that because, like, fine, it's not that big of a conflagration that it's difficult to like see which direction to get out of, or like smell or other kinds of senses.
What is Dapple currently doing? Is she trying to remove the body?
Trying to drag, yeah. She's
Then
not succeeding right now.
She's going to try to help Dapple.
Okay. Excellent. I will have you also make that strength athletics roll for me. Diff 6. Actually, because you both are kind of doing this right now, I'll give that a diff 5. Because there's 2 of you applying to it now. Okay.
5.
Yeah, with assistance, you just tear the fabric of the dress because who cares about that? It's singed all the hell anyway. And with that, you are able to drag both you and her out of the fire.
Flaming body just gets yeeted out the side of the train.
I was about to say, if she had failed as well and they got all the way to smoke, she was just going to like turn Krynos and fling your corpse out of the train.
Listen, Ava does not care about her corpse. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get consumed by fire. It's fine. It's Hamid.
All right, that is Juniper's turn. Wolfric, what are you doing?
So I used my fire dash last session. Is this still the same scene, or do I need to send Gnosis again?
Yeah, I'll allow that. This is all.
At first, as I'm making a rage roll, can I choose as a player choose to fail or to frenzy instead of rolling? Okay.
Nope. Not really.
Berserker,
You can
or whatever.
There can be like lower difficulties and things.
There is the Berserker merit, which allows you to voluntarily frenzy.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you Krynos right now, Wolfric?
No, I'm in Hamid form right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's diff 6 to rage. Or to frenzy.
But my argument for possibly a lower set difficulty is because I'm the pack alpha, and one of my pack mates just died in a combat situation, and I'm the Aru, wasn't there.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I like it. Let's do it.
How much that would reduce the difficulty?
Diff 5, just by 1.
So because it's start my turn, I automatically regenerate my most damaging, lethal, or bashing damage.
Yes.
Well, you have to roll your stamina for that.
Yeah.
In combat, you have to roll stamina.
Okay.
Doing it outside of combat, it's automatic.
If you're doing anything super strenuous in general, combat is the most common one.
Okay.
But like if you are trying to pull a train or something like that.
First rate,
like
because
anything
that will change the number.
Yes.
And it doesn't really say the timing of when the stamina roll happens, so theoretically at whichever point in your turn.
I think at the start of the turn is how we...
Oh, look.
Nice.
I mean, that's what you needed.
Yeah.
4 is what you needed.
I am going into a Berserker Frenzy, which means I automatically shift to Krynos.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going to make that stamina roll.
Okay.
This kind of thing is why you cannot just choose to succeed at a frenzy roll.
Fair.
Like not that you do, but trust me, the number of people I ran games for in the early to mid aughts who would have tried that.
Yeah.
Generation. Does my unbreakable specialty and stamina apply?
Me.
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I'll allow it. I like it.
Nope.
Nope.
Gotta love ones.
Do you get a wound penalty when you're doing a regeneration roll?
That is actually a
I
really
don't
good
think
question.
so.
I don't
I
think you
mean-
should, because it would be impossible to regenerate at a certain point if you don't have
Yeah,
some
like
Yeah.
the more injured you are, the harder it is to regenerate.
Hold on. I'm looking. Must regen. Can
The
still
sheet
regen.
can't
Blah blah blah
the sheet
blah
can't
blah.
specify is the reason why.
It is an exo. So it specifically says roll stamina difficulty 8 instead of soak, and damage and soaks are the only things within this system that ones don't count.
Not ones.
No.
Wound
I'm
penalties.
talking about my wound penalty. My minus
wound
one
penalties.
dice. My dice.
You're frenzying. You don't have wound penalties.
Oh, well, yeah. So I need to roll an extra die.
Okay,
There's
yes.
one.
That will get you your 1 regeneration.
2 success.
Yep.
All right. Now, fire. You are on fire.
Still treating fire as bash.
Yep.
So it's a diff 7 to soak. 3 bashing coming at you from the fire.
Div 7?
Yes. Because it's fire.
Oh.
Because of the level of the fire, basically.
That's fair.
There's a table. I took this off.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Also,
you're ignoring all of this.
I am huge. How much of the train is still here?
When
I erupt into Krynos form.
It's the beds sort of like the like it had kind of like built-in like bunk beds crunched, the wood crunched. You are it creaks audibly. You are basically filling up the interior of this train
I'm going
car.
to attempt to burst the train.
Okay. That's gonna be a strength athletics. Absolutely.
Listen, if there's no witnesses, the veil was not broken.
I mean, look, the train blew up. This is just part of the train blowing up.
No. I'm talking about all of the Krynos guru that are popping out. If there are no witnesses, like you're about to make it, the veil was not broken.
There we go.
It's still a stealth mission if no one's alive to tell about you being there.
The Sabat version of the masquerade.
Strength athletic.
Yeah.
Does my
Diff
unstoppable specialty for strength apply?
Yeah. Diff 5. You're big.
7 successes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you like pop like a snake out of a can.
Yeah, so for the rest of you, there is the sound of a train being destroyed, and
screech
a
of
very
metal.
angry Krynos emerging from it.
A lot of howling.
Just Godzilla
Just growling.
sound, basically.
Yeah. All right.
I am not because my sword is currently in a magpie swag attached to a corpse. I am not unable to differentiate friend from foe. Where's my nearest foe?
Well, there are currently, you can see, lit by the nicely toasting flames, in the kind of a couple of hillocks about 20 yards off, are a couple of very scared looking humans screaming their heads off. Actually, give me a perception alertness difficulty 6 or 7. Because she's farther away. You see five kind of would-be bandits, it seems like.
2 successes.
Close by. 2 successes. You see the glint of something shining off metal farther away. With just 2 successes, you're not sure what it is, but there's something further off, kind of up in across, like it looks like some farm fields or something like that. Probably there is a lone tree kind of standing on the edge, like marking boundaries between fields. There's a couple of trees, and there's a glint up in the boughs of a tree. That's a fair ways away. It's like about 100 yards away, so it would take some time to get out there, but that's another thing you notice.
That's priority B. Priority A is the bandits that blew up the train and killed my packmate.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that they don't live much longer to regret that decision.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that would we can play fast and loose with the rules. You would have to have spent rage at the beginning technically to do another action. Your first action was bursting out of the train.
Oh yeah, no, bursting out of the train is fine to be my only action for the moment. Like,
all right,
this is erupting out of the train, making the train no longer an obstacle, and then finding an enemy. That's my turn.
Yeah. The 5 kind of bandits that are close by are screaming. They seem like in the fit of delirium.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll fix that.
It's gonna be easy pickings. All right. Beautiful.
You are scared. Let me fix that fear.
Yeah. I have a solution for all your problems.
The sweet release of death.
Aoife, you're a witch who just died, and your soul has a moment here in your final act.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Okay. I was not prepared for this.
I know. It does not this is like a flavoring thing.
Yeah.
This is you are providing assistance to one person or with one action.
I think.
What would Aoife's final act on this across the veil be?
That's a really good question.
Eileen, you're up next.
Yep.
I think that there's still some shit that needs to be done with this pack from this pack to resolve this train situation. And I feel like it's going to help if more of them are not feeling pain from things like fire. So I think Aoife's spirit reaches out and, because Eileen is the next to go, smacks Eileen upside the head spiritually to try and irritate and make the rage roll that is about to come that much more likely to succeed. I'm trying to make Eileen frenzy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the only way you're going to do that is if you can give me rage, because I only have 3. Technically, I only have 2 temporary.
Good.
Actually, there's a good question.
Sure.
Eileen, or not Eileen, Aoife, who is very, very annoyed that she is dead, does have 2 rage, which is a spiritual sort of fuel. Can I can I pass those on spiritually to Eileen?
I like this. Yes.
All right, I'm going to do that. Take 2 rage.
All right.
I don't know if that'll be enough, but
in addition In addition,
I mean, that's enough. That's enough that I can theoretically frenzy. I now have 4 dice to roll.
In addition to having frenzy, do I get any additional shots of rage? Like,
yes.
Gain 4 rage.
Yeah, you gain 4 rage. Congrats.
And
Even
that can take
it
you.
will be
That can take you over your permanent max.
Yes.
It's a stressful situation.
Mm-hmm.
He delivers that rage by spiritually smacking her upside the head,
cursing her,
saying, "Go fix this."
You get an echo also in there with like just gate
Kira
swearing.
and all the other ancestors.
Yeah, just sort of a reverberating echo of like a chorus of like a Greek chorus of voices.
Oh yeah.
And it's your turn.
Well, first up, rage roll.
Yep.
You can do it.
So
close.
You gain 3 rage.
I am now wildly overraged.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. It says dice 3 because it's not showing the modifier. I did roll 4 dice.
All right.
I was very close to frenzying.
Oh yeah.
Then
you are in the fire, so soaking.
Yeah.
Or is all the injuries you've had have been aggravated?
It should be pointed out, if you want to, if you spend a rage to shift form, that is instantaneous.
Yes.
Well, pointedly, I'm a metamorph. I can always shift instantaneously.
There. That would allow you to perhaps more easily soak.
If I can theoretically be in Krynos before I have to roll the soak, I would. I was intending to be in Krynos.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll make my life easier.
That'll make you much less likely to die.
Diff 7. 3 aggravated damage coming at you.
We'll spend a willpower on this.
Yeah.
Aggravated. Good, okay.
The flames boil around you and you feel nothing.
And then the regen roll. I fail to regenerate. Wonderful.
Yep.
Fucking
what you doing?
Well, I have all this rage.
Yes.
And you hear the Godzilla roar coming from behind.
Yep. Dapple is in here with you.
I am still just a wolf in a cage.
Looking injured.
No.
It's true. None of you are large enough to burst the train over
there. All right. What's the situation immediately around me? They've got the body out.
Yes.
There's a hole in the side of the train from the bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dapple is still in here with you. There is a very angry, clearly, like you saw him before, frenzying, young, cub, basically. He has no idea what's happening. The bodies of his friends are around him, not moving. None of the hunters are moving. They're all dead. So it's kind of just you and your pack and this stranger in a burning train car.
Well, I would like to yeet all involved out of the train if I have to spend rage for multiple actions to be able to throw all of them.
Yes, you would. Yeah, you can yeet one. I will say that James is going to resist this because he is berserk frenching right now. And
I'm starting with Dapple.
Can't really.
You can only spend 1 point of rage a turn. Right?
You can spend half your you can spend half your maximum rage on extra actions, and then anything else that you might have to spend rage on,
and
you can spend.
Yeah, and only as many extra actions as you have dots in wits.
Or dex, whichever is lower.
Or dex, whichever is lower.
But they're both
because
the same. So.
That depends on how fast you can move and how fast you can think.
But they're both the same, and they're both 3, so I can theoretically take 3 actions in a turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And with the half rage is rounded up, so I can take 2 extra actions, which is my total of 3 actions in a turn.
Yep.
So I will spend 2 rage.
Okay.
For 1 yeet dapple, 2 yeet other guy, and then leave train, and presumably 3 shoot bandit.
Okay. Dapple, if you aren't resisting, that is going to be a strength athletics or strength, and actually like strength brawl if that's better for you. Honestly, that works for me too. Yeeting. Diff just 6 because because she is about the same size as you.
I'm in Krynos.
Oh, that's right. You're in Krynos. Diff 5 then.
Yeah, and Dapple's in Lupus.
Yeah. Diff 5. Never mind.
And as a reminder, she's a purebred Black Fury, so she's smaller than the average wolf.
That's true too.
Because of it.
Yep.
I am, however, moderately injured, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Oh yeah. Flying wolf. A little comet of sparks trailing after you.
For a brief second, Dapple felt like Pegasus.
Yeah. Now you are trying to yeet an angry Krynos.
Yes. I'm assuming these are opposed rolls.
Yes. All right. Strength athletics here.
Diff 6, I'm assuming, because standard opposed roll is diff 6.
Yes.
Good luck.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, absolutely not. You bodily pick this young cub up and fling. Crashes through the side, the hole that was blown in this train car.
And then step out of the fire, out of the hole, presumably spot bandit and raise oversized revolver that has grown with me because it's dedicated, and fire.
Okay. Give me that roll.
Three successes.
Yeah. All right. They do not fall, but you
that's just a hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So give me
3 damage.
All right, 3 damage. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. There is a pause in the screaming, and you hear then a wail start as cradles an arm. It looks like.
I do want to point out that the visual here is just a wall of fire, and then just thrown out of it is a wolf, and then another big giant beast, and then just slowly emerging from the flames is this pitch black werewolf covered in like a flaming greatcoat, and that just then raises a gun and just fires.
Yep.
This is the horror movie.
Yep.
I mean, you knew it was the horror movie when the absolutely fucking massive, completely silver wolf loaded the train 2 cars down.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. James is frenzying. Let me see here. What can he do? Berserk Frenzy.
Does he come at the biggest thing he can see?
He can't distinguish.
Presumably the nearest, which,
Yeah.
considering how far I yeeted him, might be a bandit.
Yeah, actually, I'll go with that because you did really good on that number of successes. So, he is going to tear into one of these bandits. He's
poor
got
bandits.
rage to spare. Gonna make 2 attacks on one of these guys.
We'll rob a train. It'll be easy.
Ooh.
Wrong train.
Holy shit.
Did it do it? No, let me press that again. Ha! It's not rolling aggravated damage. Why? Mysterious. I'm clicking on the button. Let's try this button.
It normally pulls up a query box for like extra successes.
Ah, that's
It
why.
might
It's
have popped
because
up
I have
behind you, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That would do it. All right, that is 3 extra successes. Ooh.
The man is dead.
Ooh. Yeah.
Now, of note,
Goes down.
humans can't soak aggravated unless they're wearing armor. Their armor does apply there.
No,
course
they
they're not
blew up
wearing
a
armor.
train, and we're going to wait until the fire subsided and then go retrieve spoils.
Yeah, so of course they weren't wearing any armor.
No, absolutely not. These
To be
people weren't
fair,
prepared for this.
that was not the worst plan in the world.
Yeah,
No, they
exactly.
didn't know
Until
what
It's a
there were
good
werewolves
plan.
on
werewolves
board.
on this train.
Until werewolves happened. All right, he's gonna make another claw attack at another guy here.
I should note, however, even reinforced clothing counts as armor, which is what Eileen has.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like that. That's not a particularly heavy sweater. That's like
That's Eileen's duster has like actual plates and stuff on the inside.
Yeah,
of it.
that's 1 point of armor. It's not gonna be enough.
All right. Okay.
yeah. Also, it's
and,
not gonna help.
tears into another one. Slicing. And gives a howl of rage. Quite loudly. Because he's not thinking smart. Dapple! What are you doing? You've been yeeted out.
Well, after a not so graceful flight, how many bandits are still left?
4. 2 of them are injured. Quite heavily. Actually, give me a since you're outside and able to look now. Wits alertness. Diff 7. Or perception alertness, sorry. 2 successes?
2.
It's a glint of metal off further afield. The same one Wolfric noticed. But you can't quite tell what it is. But there's also these 4 hapless victims right here.
Yeah, we're gonna go after
within snapping range.
Yeah, we're gonna go for hapless victim number 1.
Okay. Is this one of the uninjured ones, or?
No, we're gonna go after the one of the injured.
Okay.
Combat.
If you would like to spend rage, feel free.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend my last rage.
Okay.
For an extra. I'm gonna do a bite.
How are you down to your last rage already? You got... Oh, no, yeah, you got 0 on yours. Never mind. Yeah.
It's fine. You don't lose the wolf until you spend all your rage and your gnosis.
Oh, okay. So...
Or is it rage and willpower? I don't remember. What you have to lose 2 of those resources to lose the wolf.
I think it's willpower.
Excellent. Roll damage +2.
Double attack.
What are the injured ones? Are you going to the one that Eileen shot, or the one James is currently like in melee with another one? You can tell that he is like frenzying right now, and may not be able to tell like friend from foe. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe go to the one that Eileen shot.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say we're gonna go with the one with the bullet wound first.
Got it.
Just let the youngin
the one with the bladed tumor can wait.
Okay.
Just let the youngin, murder their way to out.
There we go.
They'll get tired.
Lost or spent all their rage and willpower. So yeah, if you lose all your rage and your willpower is when you.
And then claw attack.
I should roll for these guys. Oh, yeah. Gone. You disembowel him.
So Dapple does that thing. She launches for the throat, grabs pins, and then begins just digging out intestine.
Beautiful. All right. I forgot to add these guys onto the initiative. Give me 1 sec here. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna have them go real quick. Your thing still happens, Dapple, because that was my bad. But
they actually rolled the highest initiatives.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
From the distance. In what?
I mean, it depends on what their willpower is, but if
they're gonna try and run.
Yeah, they will either flee. They will either flee, panic, or try and fight back, depending on their willpower.
Yeah. So there is a flash of a gunshot, flash of light from a muzzle in the distance, and they're gonna go after the big scary one. This one's coming at you, Wolfric.
Yep.
That's
no, it's not.
I mean, it hits. It just doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't even hit. It just whizzes by.
It's not a botch. They did roll some successes, but that is a bad failure.
That's a really bad one. Yeah, I don't think they even hit you. But you can now tell that that's something shooting at you far away.
Ah.
Yes, and the other ones, there are that one's dead right there.
That one.
The one that's close to James is right there and is going to lash out in a panic. Let's see. Firing in melee is not good. It makes it more complicated. I think it just adds a difficulty. Let me double check.
I think it also allows the opponent to use defense against it if they opt to.
Sorry. He's not going to try and defend. He's not
defending anything, but
the bandit next to James is going to try and
as in dodge or parry.
Nah. He's not thinking tactically. Unfortunately. All right, melee. Ranged weapons. Okay. Nope. Ooh, actually, within 2 yards or less, the characters are within point blank range, and the difficulty drops to 4.
Yep.
So actually, it's going to be easier.
It's easier to shoot the target, but I think there might have been something about them being able to
Yeah. So a revolver is going up in James's face. This slavering maw, terrified, screaming, "Hey, a success!" But does no damage as it fires, and there is a puff of smoke, and James is maybe eventually going to find a bullet sort of dropping into his mouth when he changes back, but right now he's not noticing anything. And it is...
He's just gonna shift back to Hamid later and spit out the crushed remains of a bullet.
Yeah,
Yep.
The other two that are uninjured are going to begin fleeing as fast as they can, which unfortunately is not as fast as wolves. So they are running. Juniper.
Humans are historically not as fast as wolves.
Yeah. Juniper, what are you doing?
Do I still have the body?
Yes.
Okay, where is the fire?
The fire is in the car with Dapple's assist with you and Dapple both assisting on pulling this out. You have gotten out of the fire.
Okay, and so the body is out of the fire, right?
Yes.
Okay, where are bandits?
Bandits are two of them are running off into the fields. You were outside and would see the flash of a muzzle shot from far out, like 100 yards out into shadowy moonlit fields. And other two, the one that has been injured is kind of like face to face with James and screaming and does not look long for this world. So two bandits fleeing, one up close, one way further out. So there's still 4 bandits alive.
Okay, is the one up close the one that James has?
Yes. Yeah. You can tell that James is frenzying, so if you get up close into melee, he may also lash out at you.
Yeah. Honestly, right now, she's not gonna attack anything. She's just gonna hold on to the body.
Okay.
Like her life depends on it.
All right. You hang on.
Here's a thought: take the body, stuff a bunch of explosives in it, and then throw it at at the whole group of bad guys.
Is that what Afa would want?
Ava doesn't give a shit. It's flesh and bone and blood.
I was about to say, for as far as Ava's concerned, the body is a shell that she has left behind at this point.
Unfortunately, you do not have explosives on you, Juniper.
Juniper wouldn't do that also.
Yeah. All right. In that case, Wolfric, you're up next.
So one quick question.
Yes.
Something that have sorry, my child is screaming. Something that I hadn't really discussed or thought about until just now as I was perusing the book. Special maneuvers are to start on page 299. It says that in-game terms, a Guru character may begin the game knowing one selected maneuver from this list. Would it be reasonable for Wolfric to know the jaw lock special maneuver, which is basically it's the predatory you better stop fighting me right now submission move, where you basically get your jaw around their throat and hold it there with the threat of biting the throat, but not the action of it.
General combat maneuvers.
Special maneuvers on page
Special
299.
maneuvers. 299.
Yeah, technically, not that anyone pays too much attention to it, but every guru does know one at start.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So with that, I'll mark that on my character sheet. But with that, would I know if I could use jaw lock to knock a fledgling cub out of their first change frenzy?
Yes.
Like if I were to pin them down with jaw lock, would the animal instincts kick in and turn it?
Yeah. So I would rule that as you have to perform the jaw lock first. So there would be the strength brawl. And then you would do a manipulation and leadership, basically.
Okay, cool.
Like assert, I am telling you to calm down and
with the
getting
bandits
them to
not being too big of an
obey.
issue, I would like to spend a willpower to act rationally. And then that be would I need to spend a rage to do both those actions in the same turn?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, then I would like to spend a rage to
because this usually has it as the next round you'd have to to get them to surrender. So with rage you can do it in the same.
Yeah, so I'll spend a rage and a willpower to act rationally. And basically, what I want to do is cross the distance between myself and the cub.
Mhm.
Grab him, pin him to the ground, teeth around the throat, and command him to chill the fuck out.
Stand down. Yep. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be opposed strength athletics here. He's probably not going to succeed, but we're going to try.
It's a dexterity brawl initially to actually even connect, and then it's when it looks. It's like, because at the bottom of it, it has usable by Krynos,
Yeah.
Lupus, dexterity brawl.
You roll dex
Gotcha.
plus all
Yep.
difficulty 6.
Okay. Yes. Yep.
That
And at
locks
that point,
in, and then if he tries to fight
Perfect.
back, you do strength.
Yeah.
athletics.
Perfect.
Yeah,
First, let's see if I even-
it's Dex Brawl to get your teeth around his neck, and then Strength Athletics if he does not immediately surrender.
Correct.
I am
I'll just-
here for this.
I'll just make it
Yeah, just do a bite attack. That's what it says.
two successes to connect.
Yep. All right. He is going to struggle. So we're going to do opposed strength athletics. Yep.
Strength applies here as well.
Yes. Yeah, you're trying to be an immovable force.
7 successes.
Yes, absolutely. Beats his 4. And then your second action is going to be intimidation, or manipulation and leadership.
Your breed applies.
Hell yes. Silverfang. It was like so peak Silverfang.
Would I compensate for the Krynos penalty since I am communicating Krynos to Krynos?
Yes. I like that. This is a very, like, you're not trying to be a human doing human things through Krynos. This is werewolf to werewolf.
Believe
Diff is 7 because he is frenzying. Hey, a success.
Yes.
It knocks him out of it. You
massive, just bounds across, slams him into the ground, teeth around the neck, and just growling in the high tongue of the Guru. Stand down.
He does not seem to understand or know what you're saying, but the just large animal, I am smaller animal, clear, the heightened senses that he has going on of I can smell the entire world and everything is in hyper focused detail when you first wear glasses or something like that. His eyes widen and you see that sort of the panic and the shaky I'm just lashing out at everything, steady and focus on you.
And
Front
then
brain
over
reassert.
over totem phone with the last of my current 1 round of sensibility.
Yeah.
Just growling out, cover the cub.
All right. Love it. All right. Aoife, we are deleting you off of the initiative now. Eileen. Your ghost has done its duty.
What's
unceremonious,
left?
but okay. No, it's good. I'm fine with it.
Just vacuum cleaner the ghost.
What's left on the battlefield right now?
There is the injured bandit, which is close to both Wolfric and James, who's has cover right now, but is still nearby. There are 2 uninjured ones running away, and you saw the muzzle flash of a long-range fighter who is apparently keeping enough of a head on their shoulders, whoever they are, to be firing shots.
I would like to be in that person's face.
The long range one?
Yes.
Okay, they are 100 yards away. How much speed do you have?
At my
They are at
improved
the long range of their gun.
dexterity. I don't know if speed gets changed at all in form.
It does. Actually, Lupus has the fastest, I believe.
Correct. It's either
Also,
Lupus or Hispo.
I'm also doing a regen roll.
Yes.
Oh yes, I also need to do
Absolutely
that.
go for that. Yep. There was also the for whatever it's worth, dictate from your alpha of protect the cub.
I'm pretty
Which dealing with the long range fighter would be doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Where is speed?
Still fail to regenerate. Okay.
All right. General index speed. Come on. Yes.
It would be, hold on. It is under, I believe it's dramatic systems.
Yeah, it's not in the index because of course not.
There's long running. Okay, pursuit.
This isn't pursuit so much. It's just like what's speed in combat.
Yeah, I'm sensing shadowing, sneaking, street drive. Fuck this. Where 20 speed.
What's the range on your weapon also for Eileen?
So the 35 yards on the Colt Army and 20 on the 12
Okay.
range.
Yeah, so you'd have to go 70.
I have to get closer in either
Yeah,
case.
you have to get closer. Maybe it's in forms. Sorry.
Here
everyone.
it is. Here it is.
Thank you.
Wait.
Maybe.
Says cover and movement, but then doesn't talk about movement.
Of course not.
So I will say I do know it. I can't tell you where the rule is in the book. But it's basically using the same. Your speed. increases. The way that is represented in changing form is that your dex relates to your speed.
Yep.
So in certain forms, your dexterity increases. This is the basic World of Darkness 20 edition version. You can run at 20 plus 3 times your dexterity meters per turn.
All right.
So what's your dex in whatever form you're in right now, Shawnee?
Hang on a second. I think it might be in the body of the description form of Lupus the Wolf. Hang on.
Yes.
Just what is your dexterity right now?
At the moment, my baseline dex is 3 modified by whatever my form is.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
In your form, what is your dexterity?
I'm probably about to be shifting to Lupus, in which case it will be 5.
5. You can move 35 meters per turn.
Double that, because it does say in the body of Lupus that the wolf form can run at twice the character's normal human speed.
There you go. 70 meters per turn.
That's without spending rage for extra motion.
Correct. A turn is a rage. You get multiple turns with rage.
Yep. Yeah. So if you want to run and then be able to fire, you have to spend a rage to get that extra firing action.
Yeah, I think I don't even think she's shooting. I think she is shifting into Lupus form, spending 1 rage for extra turn to get in their face, because that's. So you said there were 300 meters out, yeah?
No, 100.
They're only 100 meters out? Yeah, 100 yards? So yeah, spend one rage to get in
movement.
their face and a second rage to bite them.
The movement rules are on page 269.
Thank you.
Can run 20 plus 3 times your dexterity yards, which is
Yes,
exactly
what
you
I
said,
just said.
Yep. That's I found it that same rules they're using in.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I knew those were the 20th edition or anniversary edition rules. It's the same in Vampire. I just didn't know the page.
Rhinos, the alternate rules just patient. Rhinos, on 2 legs, you're the same as Hamid, but on all 4s, you can plus 2 yards per round. Kinfolk can go half times Hamid speed, and this is twice.
All right. So you are running, and you're getting up in their face.
So I'm shifting to lupus form.
Okay.
And spending 1 rage to reach them, because at the double speed I will reach them with
Are you gonna roll to get to loop? Or no, you don't have to.
I'm a metamorph. I do it for free.
Yep, I just remembered.
So 1 rage to reach them, a second rage to bite them.
Okay, go for it. You see a woman balancing a long rifle up in this tree.
Yeah, it's just the black werewolf looks at where that muzzle flash came from and just immediately shifts down into a wolf, clears the distance, and leaps at them with jaws open.
Go for it.
Bite. That's a success, even with wounds. For 2 aggravated damage.
Okay. You bite and take a large chunk out of her leg. She was busy trying to reload this rifle because that's all she can do this round, unfortunately. And is doesn't even register your presence from the speed and you are a naturally stealthy person, like cloaked in shadow all the time, and begins screaming as you take a bite out of her leg.
Yes, I was so far disengaged from this fight, and now there's a wolf on me.
Yes, exactly. All right. James is, unless you're letting him do anything, Wolfric, he is going to stay put.
Yeah, no, I'm holding him still.
Okay, yep, he's not trying to do anything extra now. Dapple. Actually, it's the top of the round for them. The one with the rifle is going to attempt to shoot Eileen because terrifying. All right. It is diff 4 because you're in point blank range.
Do long rifles suffer a penalty for that?
I don't
Nope.
think so. No, it's that's the same for all ranged attacks in melee. It says. All right, gonna fire here.
Oh no, I did roll for regen. I failed the regen.
No. Ooh. Oh boy. All right. Maybe gets a lucky shot here.
That's okay. It's only lethal.
That's a problem.
6. It's 6 lethal. It's not silver bullets.
You're not in breed.
See how much you soak. You're not in breed form.
Yeah, but lupus
not going to be
does
a
not
lot.
have great stamina.
You can spend willpower on this.
Yeah, I will spend a willpower on this. I think no matter what, I think I'm down.
Okay.
Well, unless I roll all successes here.
I would save the willpower for.
No, because if I roll all successes and I spend the willpower, then I only go to crippled rather than incapacitated.
I'm just saying, if you don't do that, it would be very useful to have that willpower to be able to spend when you determine whether you're dead or not.
Oh, my willpower was full.
No, you can only spend willpower on 1 roll per turn.
Yeah.
For an automatic success, yes.
At all.
On any roll, period. So if you spend the willpower to soak, you will not be able to spend it on do I remain active and thus still be alive.
It's a ridiculously good roll. Thank God.
No, you can only spend willpower on automatic successes once per turn. Fighting on is separate, and you can still spend that.
But fighting
That's-
on, you're trying to get successes.
You're trying to get an automatic success on that roll.
Yeah.
Because it's
Because
your
it's a rage roll.
stamina difficulty or rage difficulty 8. What's your rage? Ragabash?
3 at the moment.
Diff 8 rage roll.
You see
not
the point
die.
that I'm trying to make here.
The problem is I can't not. Like, I have better odds because if I don't spend willpower here, I'm pretty much guaranteed to hit that. Where there's a decent chance that I won't if I.
If
I
get
understand
every
what you just said
success,
is if you get every success and spend a willpower, you're not incapacitated.
which is not a better chance than making the rage roll.
I also negated
Yeah.
the fact that I also forgot the fact that I have armor. But yeah, not
Fair
every
enough.
success. But
Fair enough. I'm just
fuck it, we'll just roll it. If I die like this, I'm blaming you. All right. So that's 3
So-
damage.
3 lethal.
Which again, if I had spent a willpower, I would be crippled rather than incapacitated.
right. But
Now-
actually, if you go strictly to lethal and incapacitated, I don't think you're dead yet. You don't have
I'm
to
not
hit.
dead yet. I am incapacitated. Which
Which
does
means
trigger.
you can spend the roll to stay active. Yes.
Yeah. So the stay active roll.
Not dead. And don't have to worry about it, because next round, I'm killing her.
Remaining active.
Yep.
Rage roll difficulty
Is
8.
Gonna be one less tree in
Yep.
the countryside soon.
Spend a willpower on this.
And shot put her to the.
I didn't need to spend a willpower on it.
hey, listen, you
Fair.
heal 4. You heal 4 with that.
Yeah.
Each success heals 1 health level of any kind of damage, including aggravated.
It goes from the bottom up though, right?
Yes.
Which means
Yes.
the one aggravated that I have is not getting healed because
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. It's always worst to best.
But you are there,
Or,
and you get
yeah.
a battle scar if you survive this.
Yeah, I've gained a battle scar. I have gone down to just being injured. Also, I believe I'm automatically frenzying now.
Thanks.
Yes, you are frenzied now.
I assume your gnosis is higher than your rate.
My nose is equal to my rage, so yeah,
Okay.
I am in control in that regard.
All right. As this happens, that was, yeah, the other ones are fleeing, not fast enough, but they're trying. The one that was close to James has not gone yet, though. It is he is panicked and is going to try and
I'm the
kill
bigger
the
target
rage
right
monster.
next to
It's
it.
not gonna go well for him, but he's gonna try because you gotta, you really gotta.
Having just
Oh.
started to frenzy, I now automatically shift into Krynos.
Correct.
I assume he's
Yes.
going to. I assume he's going to shoot at me because I don't know if he can aim at James, who's under.
Yeah, no, he can't hit James. You're in the way. It would be really difficult. He's gonna go for the biggest, like he's going for the scariest thing here because he's panicked and he's in fight mode, which is bad for him. Well, all the
No,
options are
there's
bad.
no good option.
There's
for
no good
him.
options. All right.
Like everything is equally bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, he's not stepping away, so it is still within point blank range here, because big monster
Also,
is
because
big.
my clothing is dedicated and I frenzied, I imagine that like my extremely tight suit has hulked,
Wow.
where it has torn but not fully gone away for somehow.
I don't know why these rolls are like this, but that is 7 successes to
Well,
hit.
do it. Damage. See if it does anything.
5 lethal.
I believe.
That-
No.
Yeah, no. He fires. Absolutely nothing happens. Beautiful. All right. Sorry about
Bam!
that. Dapple,
The bullet,
it's now your turn.
the bullet pings off my
worries.
Took a
side.
while.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that guy right next to Wolfric and
All right.
James.
Go for it. He is injured, so if you would like to spend rage as well,
Unfortunately, I'm out of it.
all right.
Fight.
Oh yeah. Damage +7. You'd have to roll really bad. Yeah. Head removed from body.
The last thing he thought of was, holy shit, wolves are bulletproof.
Wolves are bulletproof. The fuck is...
And then flatline.
Did he know that? I thought everybody knew wolves were bulletproof.
Yeah. All right, Juniper, what are you doing?
Okay, the guy in here is dead.
Yeah, the one close. There are 2
There's an-
fleeing ones, and then Eileen ran after the flash of gunfire in the distance.
How far are the ones that are fleeing?
Not far enough.
Not far enough. No. They would not have gotten super far because they're people running as people.
All right, I'm going after whichever one of those I can catch.
Yeah. Are you in either Crinus or Lupus? Because
I'm
you.
Krynos.
Yeah. You. I'm not even gonna try and do the math because I don't. You're
You
faster
can
than
catch
them.
them.
Yeah. You can catch up to them. Yeah, and they are unfortunately fleeing together because that seems safer in their delirium-added brains.
Group together for safety.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
You group together because when they get close enough, you can shoot the guy next to you. And again, I don't have to outrun the werewolf.
Exactly.
I just
Just
have to outrun
the
you.
slower. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which is incorrect, but
I say it's incorrect because the werewolf will spend a second killing that guy and then catch you.
The problem here is that the werewolf has friends.
Yep.
and Z.
I would like to claw him.
Go for it.
One success.
One success. Roll damage. If a reminder, if you have rage that you want to spend, you
Declare it
can spend
before.
rage to get another attack.
Can I didn't realize that. Can I
Yeah.
do
Yes.
that? Is that okay?
Mhm.
Because I do
Yep,
have rage.
that
now.
is fine.
Okay.
So you do 3 aggravated with the claw that severely slows him.
And I would like to bite him.
All right.
So it again.
Give me a bite.
I was at 10 dots
0.
of temporary wisdom, but I frenzied, so I'm going to probably be at 9.
Okay. Oh, unfortunately, with that, you are in you're moving faster than he is. You're humans, they're so slow, and he does not quite stumble into your jaws. He hits them a second later, and you clack into thin air. But he
Jaws
is
bite
still
where
alive.
he was going to
heavily
be a
injured.
second too early, so he just bumps into you, into your muscle.
Exactly. All right. Wolfric, you're up.
To the cub underneath me, I just go, stay. And then I'm going to spend 2 points of rage.
Huh?
I don't know if I need to, but I'm spending 2 points of rage to get to that tree and make it and the person with the rifle in it no longer a problem.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't going to be a problem on my turn because I am currently raging and fully active.
Yeah, but I'm frenzying too.
To be fair, I think the fleeing guys are closer than the sniper rifles.
They are. If you'd
Yeah,
like to get them
but
first.
And I think if you're not spending
Juniper-
willpower for control, you have to go after what's closest.
Juniper
This
and
is true.
Dapple already have.
Yeah.
Juniper and Dapple are between me and them. That one's a farther way away.
Yeah, but I think as frenzy, you do have to go for whatever's closest, unless you're spending a willpower for control. If I'm not mistaken on Berserk Frenzy.
Berserk Frenzy, attack something, blah, 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 blah. Correct. Can't distinguish between targets unless his player spends a willpower point, in which case he can select his victim.
Yep. So if you want to spend willpower,
Oh,
you
wait.
can do that. But...
Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yep, I'll spend willpower.
Okay.
I don't know because I'm staying in Krynos form. I don't know how much speed movement it'll take for me to get there. I'm in the shoot range in case it takes more than
I
one.
only got there
What's-
because of the double movement from being a lupus.
Yeah. What's your dexterity?
No way, because it's your normal dex 1.
Yes.
Okay, well I guess never mind. You're
There
real
you go.
slow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, no,
big
I'm
and bulky.
big.
So you will have to.
And running on all fours gives you 2 extra yards
Yes.
in Krynos.
Yes.
20 plus 3 times 2 is
3 times 2 is 6, so 26. Or
26.
yeah, 26.
plus
Yeah.
2,
56. Or 50 20
28.
28.
God damn it.
And you said it was 100 feet?
It was 100 yards.
100 yards.
Yeah,
You would need to move that at least 3 times, maybe 4, to be able to reach.
Yeah.
Then I'll
You can't shift into anything but Krynos while you're frenzied.
Yeah. Are you gonna spend this turn running out there, or are
is
you
there
going
anything that I can pick up on the way and throw?
There
Like
are
a cow?
no cows. There are no hapless cows nearby. There would have been things happening otherwise. There are like field stones along the also like forming the boundary between fields. There are large stones.
I'll get as close
If
as
you
I
wanna-
can. I'll get as close as I can.
That I
with-
will say that'll slow like you have to slow down to do that.
Oh, that's
So,
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So of my 3 actions, 2 of them are moving. One is
Okay.
grabbing a stone and hucking it.
Okay.
You'll get about halfway there and throw a rock.
Yeah. That is going to be a for throwing a rock is going to be dexterity and athletics. So shot put. Difficulty. You're still 50 odd yards out.
Yeah, I think like super long range is 8
Hit-
for most range attacks.
Yeah, diff 8.
I am huge, if that matters at all.
No.
Might not.
No. You're trying to huck a rock. You're trying not to hit your packmate with the rock. It's
4 successes.
hey. All right.
What's the damage of a field stone, Mara?
And does it add my strength? I feel like it should.
Yes, it would add your strength.
I
because
think
you're
it would,
throwing
yes. Yeah.
It would be,
yeah.
it would be strength plus something. Maybe
Hang
0, maybe
on.
1.
I don't have the melee and thrown weapons. Let's look. I'm gonna call that a huge spiked club. That feels equivalent. Strength plus 4 lethal. Oh wait, there's a stone head size one. That's strength plus 3 bashing actually. I'd say this is bigger than that because you are large. So I'll give this a strength +4 bashing.
Bashing, strength +4 bashing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Yeah.
9 successes. Please soak.
Beautiful. Cannot. Sinks like a stone. It's the cracking of tree branches above you, Eileen, as a rock, like a meteor, is thrown. You look off to your side and you see Yarun.
Are they alive, or did that just spill over into lethal and kill them?
That spilled over into that's 9 successes. No, they're not alive.
Meteors normally go down, not horizontal.
Yeah. It's a thud as the rock and the body collide with the tree behind it, because it's like a line of trees.
Oh, fuck.
Slide.
Beautiful. All right, that's
Godzilla
Wolfric's
roar
turn.
again.
Yeah. Eileen, you're up next.
Well, first up, I'm frenzying. I'm ignoring all wound penalties now. First up, regen roll. See if I can finally actually get at least.
Oh yeah,
a
I keep forgetting my regen roll. Hang on.
Finally, I get to regen damage.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm fully healed.
You only regen 1, no
Yeah,
matter what you roll.
I only had
You only had
3
the 1
injuries
damage
at the start of the fight.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
There we go. All right.
I'm not spending a willpower to pick targets, so who's closest?
Are you in the one where no, you don't have more?
No, yeah, I can tell friend from foe. Who's the nearest enemy?
The nearest enemy is ways back, because they're running. But there are still 2 fleeing bandits. They're back toward the rail car.
Are they fleeing in the
and-
opposite direction of where the sniper was?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
they weren't going toward her.
I guess I spend my entire turn chasing them.
Okay.
You just you get up to where Wolfric is. We high five as you pass.
Up to you.
I don't think she's awake enough to high five right now.
All right.
She is a shadow descending upon the unwary.
It's just the guru thing, like the frenzy guru thing. You always high five and pass.
There we go. All right, James is not doing anything. The two are continuing to. No, let's see if. Hang on, I'm gonna do a willpower roll. Because these are not good people. These folks. They did blow up an entire train just to make money, which was a good plan, all things considered, until werewolves.
Until werewolves happened.
Yeah. It's gonna be a willpower. Diff is 8 because of terrifying circumstances.
Man,
Man was great until the Garu Nation attacked.
No. Okay.
It's a good thing all those fire and explosions will cover up how horrifically mauled everyone in that car was before that explosion went off.
Ah, fires at his friend. Misses.
The only thing that they're not going to be able to explain is the sniper that got squashed by a boulder.
It's fine. The explosion sent a rock flying into his face.
Yeah, it's
Accident.
a real long distance.
The one
isn't
that
that
I
claw marks on it?
believe Juniper has Juniper was running after. Juniper or Dapple has his friend fired at him and missed, whizzing over your head. It's gonna continue running and not go super far at all. Dapple.
Yeah, we're gonna catch up.
Okay. You got the
and-
injured one? You got an uninjured one. Who tried to shoot his friend. Dead.
Friend is a loser.
Yeah.
Associate.
We'll go after the one brandishing a weapon.
His
Business
corpse brother.
associate. Okay. The uninjured one then.
Yes.
All right.
3
You
successes.
would like to spend rage to do multiple attacks.
Can't, unfortunately.
Okay.
for
Hey.
everything.
More aggro.
Yes. Quite heavily injured, still running. All right. Juniper. You can spend rage to do more attacks.
Yes. Spin rage.
All right.
Murder guy I was attacking.
Okay.
Make dead. Okay, I'm gonna do a claw attack. 3 successes.
Hits.
5.
Is dead.
Yay!
That is your first attack, though. You have another one.
Yes.
And they're close enough that you can reach them.
Can I also do a claw attack on them?
Yeah, you can do the same attack twice.
Yep.
You got 2.
No, I have 1.
Ooh.
You are
Nice.
when you are spending
that's
rage, you are taking a full turn's worth of action. You can
Yep.
pull
Okay.
anything
Yeah.
you
So I
can
want to
do.
make sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
it did
Did I
not.
say 2
Ah.
claws? I meant Duke.
It was terrible. I'm
Oh.
judging you.
They hate me on the second roll tonight, okay?
I don't know. All right, you claw and bring
I was the
one
one
more
Mara
of
was
these
judging,
down.
not you.
There is
Yes.
one
Oh.
remaining. Wolfric, you're not
Alright.
caught up there yet.
Well,
Because you.
turn to chase after that other one.
Yep.
If I spend 2 rage, I get back to where I was.
Mm-hmm.
They had vehicles here, right?
Can't
No.
drive anything while frenzying, and no, they did.
No, I'm not trying to drive. I'm looking for ammunition. Okay, they did not have a vehicle or anything.
No.
Okay,
No, they had set up a stake.
Yeah.
fair.
They don't need to bring a vehicle to chase anything. The train was coming to them.
I just know what they were going to load everything up on. Got done. Poor planning.
Oh yeah, they would have a horse-drawn cart. Which
Probably
honestly,
not
though,
anywhere near where the loud noises are. Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is gone at this point.
Yeah, fair. I assume.
There's been a lot of wolf noises.
Can I reach the last guy with 3 movements or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like
Yeah.
to step on him.
Okay. It's gonna. That's a claw attack. I feel like. It involves
Yeah.
feet/paws.
Fucking murder the thing.
Go for it. Ooh, he's taken 5 wounds already.
9 aggravated.
Yeah. Dead. How do you
This-
do it?
These are the numbers that I'm used to seeing with
So
an Arun.
it's the you know how the in Jurassic Park movies, how when the T-Rex is approaching, there's that like everything starts shaking the closer it gets.
Mhm.
You're watching Jurassic Park on fast forward though, so it's just and then by the time the guy realizes that maybe I should have zigged instead of zagged, there's just a foot that introduces his brain to his feet.
Excellent. All right. And with that, conclusion of this disaster of a train journey, that is where we're going to take our break. Stand up, stretch your legs, do all the things. We will see you back
Ooh.
here in a little bit.
We're back. A dinosaur
A
story.
dinosaur story. Here we go. The
The
dinosaurs
dynamite
are.
story because like the dinosaurs, one of us is dead.
Oh, I was gonna make a coal joke.
That
But
also
okay.
works.
Yeah.
What are
There
you
are
talking
many
about?
options
Macaulay
here.
are alive.
Coal-powered trains, which is no longer moving. It's a smoking wreckage. The other steaming wreckages, because there's a lot of blood and entrails, are in the fields around you as the pack, most of them survived, minus one fallen member.
Full on like sort of once the frenzy comes,
Mm-hmm.
15 like battlefield commander mode, over totem phone. Eileen, can you prepare to strap Afa to me so we can get going? Dapple and Juniper, can you take care of the cub?
Yeah, I can.
Eileen doesn't respond. She just moves over to.
Towards where Afa. And then yeah, just over the totem phone, we're gonna take the cub and Eileen and Afa to your mom's bar. Dapple, we're gonna be leading the way. Just form all the way, rest up enough that your injuries are healing as much as they will before we go.
Put me in the magpie swag, cross over, chuck me out, dump me on the ground, and then you're good.
Actually, that's a fair point. How big is your magpie swag?
Probably not
Not big enough for a body. Mine might be.
Oh boy.
I mean, Ava was small.
If it was small.
Yeah, because she's got like because Eileen's swag is like the over the shoulder like carry all your shit that you own bag,
Mm-hmm.
and the magpie swag is 3 times the volume of the original bag it's made out of.
It still has the same bag opening.
Yeah, it still has the same opening dimension. So
You have
it's
to
like
shove her in.
I'm small. I'm diminutive. It's fine.
it's like sleeping bag like width. So like just shove her legs in. Might have to break her shoulders a bit.
I think you'll have to do that.
She's
Fine.
not using them anymore.
Right.
All
Is
right, if
there-
you want
Or
to do
Is
that.
just
there
put
anything in the-
most of it in and then just hanging out the top.
Is there anything in the litany against about desecrating a corpse?
Fun thing about this, the litany says nothing about what to do with a werewolf's corpse. That is
Things about
entirely up to tradition.
letting Metis breaking the litany after
There's
death.
a gift for that too.
There is.
By the way, it is a great gift. I love it. I
Mhm.
take it whenever I play Children of Gaia.
Rat head gift?
No, there is a gift. Or
There's
it's not a gift. It's a right. I think.
Yeah, there's a right for like I think transforming a Metis corpse into a
Yep.
Hamid form.
Correct.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah. That doesn't apply to this.
No.
Afa is human looking now.
Yep.
I just said prepare the body. I didn't say how.
Is that what you're doing, Eileen?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
what Eileen does is like she walks over to the body and she just kind of kneels down in front of it and just damn it, girl. I think we both knew one of us was going to outlive the other. I just wasn't expecting it to be me. And she'll reach down, grab the mirror shades off of her face, and just put them on her own face.
Yes. Salute the corpse.
All right.
But ash falls off of it, so you put them on.
I know you don't give a shit what happens to your body, so in paying homage to you, she will just sort of drop her own magpie swag, open it up, and start shoving the corpse
Yep.
into the swag.
Okay.
Might have to break, like I said, might have to break the shoulders a bit to make the upper half of the torso fit in.
We'll say everything
some-
you've got in there is maybe gore covered now because this is not.
I'll clean it
Fine.
off later. It's fine.
Okay.
She can clean the rest of her stuff later.
All right.
just-
She doesn't
just
carry
picturing-
anything that cares about getting stained.
The random bits of gas escaping from Aoife's body as it's being pummeled into the bag, just keep going swag, 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 swag.
No.
Yeah, and then she'll shove that body into her magpie swag and then grab the
Okay.
other. What was your magpie swag made out of?
It was like the best thing I could probably describe it as would be like the doctor's handbag, bigger, bit bigger than like the traditional one that you see.
Did it
But
have like a shoulder
like-
strap, or was it like handle carry?
No, it's a hand. It's handheld.
Okay.
In fact,
I may have to shove that one into the swag too, because fortunately there's no bag of holding rules of putting a swag in a swag. But
Swag and a swag. Can you swag while you swag?
No, you cannot. I'm gonna nix that. Are you attuning to the fetish?
I can't. I am tuned out. That's why I had to put this swag in my swag.
Okay.
Yeah, so like she puts them on as like a I will carry this on. She puts the glasses on like I will carry this on for you, but both the glasses and her swag are going in mine before I shove the body in.
Okay.
So that I can carry everything, because the only one that I'm attuned to is my swag. So the rest of it has to be in there so that it can meld into me as I shift into Lucas.
As we have turduckened this swag.
All right.
No magpie has ever had this.
And then is everyone shifting to Lupus right now? The cub is beginning to come down from the panic, but is still in Krynos form.
I made the cub Apple and Juniper's response. See how this goes.
Okay.
While she's working on that, she will say, "Someone's gonna have to explain to that boy how to shift."
Perfect job for a Philodox and a Galliard.
Yeah, I think Dapple is going to attempt to like, hey, like
What form are you in?
comment.
Okay.
Hi, so you're going to need to focus and listen to me. I know that's very hard at the current moment, but I need you to focus and reach inside and try to transform. I know that sounds wild, but and she'll go through explaining what it feels like on a ma'am, get out of my passenger seat, please. What was I talking about? I'm so sorry.
Explaining how to change to a cub.
Yeah. So she'll
He's a
explain.
kinfolk, so he should
Yeah,
have an idea what.
She'll explain the physical sensation rather than like
Okay.
the metaphysical, and go through what that actually feels like to start it. And since
Beautiful.
I have no like reference for that, if she'll just launch into this is probably not the first change she's seen and had to
Okay.
have this conversation or been around for this conversation.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
So-
you've seen this happen more off like at the farm. It would have been more often with like Lupus, so that's a little different from approaching it from the human side of understanding and explaining how to do this. Juniper, are you helping with this at all, or what are you doing?
Juniper, who is very confused on all emotions right now
Yeah.
and unsure what to do, will just kind of nod and say, yeah, so like, think wolf.
Okay.
Think wolf.
Think wolf. All right. This is gonna be a charisma and primal charisma and expression, because you're trying to explain a thing. Difficulty is 7.
Is this just Apple or is this also Juniper?
Yes, this is just Dapple.
Okay.
Ah,
You are assisting her.
I need to figure out how you get those images to actually pop up as full images, Jeremy, because I never managed to make them.
As long as it is the URL that ends with dot with something like .jpeg, .png, or the like, it should pop up.
Ah, okay. Try that.
It has to be the URL, and it has to be
There it goes.
It has to end with something like that.
There it goes.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here.
So, are you? How many of your injuries are caused by aggravated damage versus anything else?
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot about that. I only have 1 aggravated.
So yeah,
Good.
you should
So-
be without that wound penalty once you've regenerated. Try that again, maybe. You probably could have just rolled an extra D10 instead of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
thing.
The number stands.
The primal
It is,
urge.
it
You're
is,
trying
it is
to
still
get
a failure.
Wolf. All right. Well, I'm gonna say he's got 1 more difficulty than normal because that was not successful at explaining how to do this to this poor man. We'll see if he gets there.
If you had been born a wolf, I would have had this for you, buddy.
Hey!
But
Does pretty good though. That is going to get him. You see like the head kind of tilt, and you can see there's like what kind of expression through the Krynos war form. But he looks down and closes his eyes, more like he's just like wishing this wasn't happening. Kind of thing, like I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. I just want to not think. And apparently that works because he shifts further down into this brown furred wolf that looks a little bit on the underfed side. But he is wolf now. And with that, everyone else give me primal urge or spend your rage to automatically shift.
I've got plenty. I'm spinning a range.
Okay.
Same.
I will metamorph and thus
Yep.
not care.
Uh-huh. And with that, we get a montage as actually, for Dapple, we gotta see how good you are at leading your pack. Your first.
Yep.
You have made this journey but once before.
I'm not worried. I got this.
Yeah. It's gonna be intelligence and
Gotta love that overconfident flaw.
survival. Diff. The moon, like the fact that it's dark out isn't really gonna affect you. It's something you've only done once before. If you're not close enough yet to like do it by smell, I don't know.
No, we're a while away.
Yeah.
It's probably not
Diff 7.
familiar. Okay.
Don't get us lost.
3 successes.
All right. You orient yourself to the moon and the stars, these very familiar things, which were harder to see in the city. But out here in the countryside, This isn't the right countryside, not yet, but you know how to orient yourself. You remember your way into the city, and you also use the guidance of the railroad tracks. And you all begin moving very swiftly. For everyone, because it is an 8-hour run for you all in wolf form, it would have been if you have your, what was it again? I moved away from the page I needed to see before. 271.
For every
Yes.
for every hour beyond number of stamina we have our
Yep,
lupus.
in lupus. Yeah, so what's James looking at here? His stamina is decent. He's also got 6. It's pretty strong. Or actually, he would have 5 in lupus form. So he is going to make 3 of these for every hour passed. It is going to be a stamina athletics, starting with difficulty 4.
It only goes up if you fail.
Yep. So let's go one person at a time, because I think that's going to be easier to keep track of difficulties for folks.
Fails for one health level, full damage.
Yep.
Difficulty next.
Shall we start with Eileen as the person who has to make
Yes.
the most and has the most
Yeah.
opportunities to fail?
Go for it. Yeah, because you're all going to be restricted by the slowest person among
How
you.
many? What's your stamina in lupus form?
3.
Ah,
Yeah, it's not great.
Eileen is a frail, waifish woman in her Hamid form. She has 1 stamina normally.
fine. Eileen has 1 stamina in her Hamid form, and Burke has 1 dexterity in his Hamid form because he's a giant.
Yep. So stamina athletics diff 4 for that first hour.
All right. We need to make 5 of these.
Doing well.
Okay. 1,
Doing
2,
well.
3,
3. 1 more.
4,
Hey.
5. Okay.
Yep. You are keeping going. All right. James is making 3 rolls. Anyone have 4 rolls that they have to make? Juniper?
Started making hers. Johnny.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. You've
All
already
right.
made 1. Go ahead. Make
So you
a-
made
Sorry,
1. So
I
that's
Also,
a
you
success.
should be healing. You shouldn't have the. I'm pretty certain you shouldn't have all those wounds. Let me double check your character sheet and see how much that is aggravated. Oh wait, no, you took 3 aggravated, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So never mind.
I was
yeah,
gonna
that
say it's
should be
all
right.
aggravated, I think. So give me another. Same difficulty, stamina athletics diff 4. Does 1 success. All right, 2.
Do it again.
Still going strong. One
One
more. Last one.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, hanging in there. I'm gonna roll for James because we're at 3 now. Stamina athletics. Diff 4. 1. Ooh, look at him. 2. He's running on adrenaline.
Fair.
May not look much, but this boy is not slowing down.
How
All
much
right.
stamina do you have, Dapple?
Altogether I have 5.
So you
Next.
3. Yep.
You also need
Give me 3.
Diff 4 stamina.
It's
start at diff 4. If you
Yep.
if you fail any of them, they'll get worse.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Hanging in there.
Okay.
Last one. Yep, you are holding steady. As it goes further on, you are feeling the wind a little bit, but you are keeping up. And last but not least, Wilfric.
You only need to make 2 because you've got
Yes.
6 total.
Breakable stamina.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
10 successes.
Beautiful. I wouldn't
Clean run.
I don't know if Unbreakable would apply to this, but your number of
I
successes
mean,
anyway.
it's continuing, not stopping because of exhaustion. I feel like Unbreakable applies there. Either way, 8 or 6.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
As the pack runs in the moonlight, with the sky slowly lightening around you, about 6 o'clock in the morning, you begin seeing more people. But you all manage to, with Dapple's, as you're getting closer, Dapple, you start recognizing landmarks. These are places you visited, and you begin unerringly leading your pack inward. Are you So there's two ways you could approach the farm. So I'll put my little I didn't put my map on here. You can approach like the main kind of entrance, which is where most like humans approach and anyone who's like approaching the farm, like Hamid, Kinfolk and Hamid and Guru in Hamid form usually go that direction, just like on the main roads. Or if you want to go as a wolf, you can go. There's like more rural wooded areas around the backside, and you could go that direction, but you know that like the whole perimeter is defended, guarded. There'll be a changing of the watches around like 6 or 7, so before you get there, the kinfolk, the human kinfolk, start to take over the wolves who are kind of guarding it over the night.
Let's go ahead and do the wolf entrance.
Okay. Excellent. Are you so you know also that like actually you might not know this because you're pretty new to Guru Society. Give me a intelligence and etiquette roll, diff 6. Actually, diff 5. This is a basic kind of etiquette thing for werewolves.
Yes, successes.
You know that the proper thing to do entering someone else's territory, which this this is your home and like your home area, but you are, bringing strangers with you.
Yeah.
Would be to like call a greeting, do a greeting howl.
Yeah. So that would be like she would get to the edge of the territory and
Mhm.
like very arbitrarily like a random space that like it doesn't make any sense to anybody else, but just like
Yeah.
stops and then gives the howl.
Uh-huh. Yep. And our camera pivots to inside of the main house. Alexis,
Mm-hmm.
what have you been doing? It's the morning. There is busyness happening. The farm is waking up again. The You are on like perimeter duty shift today. So
Okay.
we're picking up a little bit before this howl happens. You've got other kinfolk who are
Mm-hmm.
going to be doing this with you. There's a couple of guru staying here. And what's your morning routine, I guess?
Uh, so Alexis's morning routine, he is generally up very early.
Hmm.
There is, I would say, he probably gets up like pre pre-dawn,
Hmm.
um, gets a run in, um, gets his sort of morning exercises in, and then is probably checking on the kinning. Probably has a morning working with the kin and the trueborn that he is working with training. Make sure that takes place early because get used to it, and then whatever the responsibilities are for the day.
Okay.
I think that is the general routine.
What does Alexis
So,
look like as we see him for the first time? We meet him.
So Alexis is fairly tall, a little bit over 6 feet. Very athletic build. Has He's probably, I believe, what did I see? He's in his early to mid 20s. Shoulder length brown hair. Has very defined cheekbones. And has that air of like nobility is not the right phrase for it, but noble lineage kind of stuff, aka pure breed. But doesn't
Self-confidence,
yes.
maybe?
Yeah. Definitely comes off has some strong fury breed to him. But despite the look, gives just a general sense of calm. There might be a little bit of confidence and something approaching swagger, but not quite there. Dresses in leather jacket, very much not like rural. He dresses like somebody who comes from where he comes from, which is New York. I'll be honest, the visual reference for style that I took was basically Rick O'Connell.
Beautiful, excellent. Deeply
That's
love
sort
it.
of the style reference.
Okay.
It's utilitarian. It's simple, largely unassuming, but still you can keep all your weapons on you and shit like that.
Yep.
And it works because when it's cold, you've got that nice jacket.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is probably just coming out from the house.
Excellent.
Getting ready to do the daily stuff.
Yeah, you can see in the sky above there is maybe a little you probably wouldn't notice. There is a hint of a storm, like a spring rain brewing quite quickly on the horizon when you hear this greeting howl. Give me a wits primal urge, I guess, to see if you recognize
I definitely do
this.
not have primal urge.
Yeah, I figured.
That's still a success.
Like success. You recognize the greeting howl of family.
Okay.
That's friendly.
Right.
And
are there people already headed that way after the house?
Yeah. A couple the Cecilia is
Okay.
looking would you have this is for Dapple question.
Okay.
Would this just be a standard greeting? How are you putting any other context or information in this initial hello, basically?
This is
Of like assistance needed or injured or anything like that.
it would be family,
Mm-hmm.
assistance needed, injured, fallen comrade.
Okay. Yeah, Cecilia is running.
All right. If Cecilia's running, I am.
That's not a good sign.
Unless I am told otherwise, because if I'm told otherwise, I hang back.
Uh-huh.
If Cecilia is running, I am running.
No, she's gonna all hands this way, you, and she will like point and make sure like the message gets across of you stay here, guard the perimeter, keep guarding the perimeter, you come with, and that's indicated toward you, Alexis, of
Okay.
like come assist.
Then I am hauling my ass.
Yeah. And the two groups converge as Dapple, you see your aunt, Cecilia. There is also running from further back, you can see the like jet black, very distinctive wolf that is your mother, also coming this way quickly. She's in lupus form right now.
I think it's Dexon. No, that doesn't sound right.
What are you trying to do?
You got the roll right, but not the difficulty.
No. It's I have mixed morph, which makes it 6
right.
for me.
Yeah, that makes it 6. Never mind. You got it right.
Yep.
We have many injured and a freshly changed pup.
Oh goodness. All right. Yep, that's a situation.
We also lost our Theurge. So
oh god.
we are handling it.
All right. Dabble. Cecilia's gonna open her arms to you've shifted into Hamid. Or is this oh no, mixed morph lets you speak. That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was
I'm trying to remember.
That was staying in lupus form, but morphing the larynx to be able to
Thank you.
talk.
Sorry about that. Your aunt is going to nod at you and quickly continue kind of like assembling help. She's indicating come back this way. We've got the barn. There's not too many things he can knock over in there. And is basically directing the group of you to like quickly move interior of the farm away from, we're dangerous outside. We huddle in the center. And is indicating you all do you want to describe the farm or shall I?
You go ahead. You have the there is the picture.
Yes.
So
let me put it in Slack actually.
The commune itself, there is a main house and there are several barns. It's there's a small orchard that has sort of made the surrounding area a lot denser to hide the wolf population here. And getting further into the farm, it's kind of set up in a sort of square pattern with an entrance out, with the main house being at the center edge.
There's a very rough map in Slack for y'all.
Yes.
What's the general reaction to the size of Wolfric?
Oh, look, it's a guru.
Yeah, not
I mean,
not
'cause he's-
much.
Because he's in lupus.
Yeah. It's a nod. They are working on damage control right now. Not
Fair.
Yeah.
not social niceties.
Yeah. Alexis is very much like, okay, if there's a story there are, Dapple will reveal it. More important stuff.
Yeah. And very efficiently, you all are hustled inward. Dapple River's current is still in lupus form and is going to come over to you and like lean heavily as you start walking inward. I'm
She'll
like,
she'll do the lean. She'll reciprocate because I know that's like this is the oh I am showing you affection as a wolf sort of
yes.
thing.
Yeah.
So she'll do that in return.
Mhm. And you are ushered inside a like a pole barn basically, large, not there's not like stalls or animals or things in there. This looks very much like just a large covered structure. There are piles of wood still around. Alexis, you would know that like this has been built recently to allow for more storage basically.
Okay.
But they have not finished completing it yet, and so this was like a safe place to take, someone who might change into a raging monster and go on
Right.
frenzy again. They're not quite sure, so best place, and it's also big, like a big open covered space.
Yep. I immediately, if there's anything needs moved around range for better seating, that's where
Yep.
I
Yeah, you
set
start moving
myself to.
wood and yep. Tools out of the way.
Yep.
And as the group moves inward, River's current shifts to her human form, who is a not too much older looking than Dapple's human form, honestly. Woman with graying hair, though. She's got a little bit of a gray streak on one side where there is a scar on the side of her head that Dapple, was from one of those great deeds that you are trying to live up to so hard. She's wearing very practical clothing, very much like working on a farm kind of vibe. Practical, shorter skirt, heavy, like a pinafore kind of covering the front kind of thing, and work gloves on. That she takes off as she shifts.
At the indication, space shift, Wolfric will shift. Well,
Okay.
Eileen, once they're in a safe position, will shift back into Glabro and start removing the blasted and charred remains of Aoife out of the magpie swamp.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll go assist it.
Actually, I did forget to mention there is sort of a scarring down one side.
Okay. Yes.
Claws.
Aoife has a new scar as well. She's got like this sort of like long laceration right around the left side of her mouth from taking a sniper round to the mouth.
Yeah.
As she was leaping at the sniper rifle.
Yep. That'll do it.
Wolfric gives you a look that says that's sort of like that I recognize as a new scar, but doesn't say anything about it.
Beautiful.
She doesn't comment on it either.
And I will
It's
wait
Dapple.
for Dapple to do introductions before
shifting?
trying to talk to anybody. I don't know who these people are.
So Dapple it takes Dapple a second to get to Hamid form. Everyone, this is River's current Rhea. My mother. the lovely lady who came in.
Are we doing the introductions? Hey, hi, Cecilia Edvin. Welcome to the farm. It's gonna yell out where she's working, probably near Alexis. To survive.
This is my aunt, and this is a longtime friend, Alexis.
There is.
Wolfert Volkov. We are the Dark and Stormy Pack. We appreciate your hospitality and your assistance.
Eileen Baird, Smoke.
Oh, Juniper will switch back at this point.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that? I always forget.
That
On a
is.
pen alert.
Yep.
Yep.
Difficulty is based on your current form, and you have to get as many successes as you're shifting to. So from lupus,
you could
spend
auto
rage.
shift to auto shift to Metis and then do.
Yeah, that's an option.
I'll do that then. I'll auto shift and then.
So you stamina primal lurch difficulty 6. You need 2 successes to get from Metis to Haman.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Yep.
One.
All right, you get to Hispo.
Down to Glabro.
Or down to Glabro. And
There's
then now this is difficulty 7. To get out of the mid forms.
Yep.
That's enough.
Okay.
No, because doesn't
she can auto shift to Metis because
oh,
she's
that's
Metis.
right. Okay, I
Or
see what you
Krynos,
mean.
because she's a Metis.
Yep.
Or to Krynos.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yes.
And then she needs one to get from Krynos to Glabro, and then one more to get from Glabro to Haman.
No, I got it. It takes you a minute, Juniper, but you shift as well.
She'll shift and then just say, I'm Juniper.
Yeah.
Nice to meet your pack. Terrible circumstances. You're all injured.
But
yes, I can see that. We shall fix.
Wolf isn't sure how to take that statement.
She is just stating things. All right, Theurge. It's gonna Theurge. Let's see. We've got some things that can heal. If I remember what the
Mother's touch is probably what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It is intelligence medicine difficulty of the subject's rage.
Okay.
And if they do not have rage, it is difficulties.
In that case, that's difficulty 3.
That's actively harder if they have no rage than if they have.
Correct.
Beautiful. All right.
Because they don't have a connection to Gaia at that point.
Gaia, yeah. If they didn't have rage, that means they don't have that connection to Gaia. Thus, they are less worthy of being healed.
Aww.
Thus, the earth rejects you. Goodbye.
We all got so much gnosis in the world, and there's an apocalypse coming.
All right. So, intelligence medicine. We're gonna focus on Deppel first. What do you? Let's see.
What's your current rage, Dapple?
Yeah.
0 temporary.
So
okay.
Difficulty, what, 6?
I don't know if it's temporary.
Permanent is 4.
That's the only thing that fluctuates.
No, as in like the difficulty is the target's rage is like because.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's temporary rage. I think it's permanent rage. That is the difficulty.
I can check real quick. It's an auspice gift, right?
Nope, I am incorrect. It is current rage.
Yeah.
Or 5 for those with no rage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 5 because you have no rage.
Yeah, no. Because I recall this was a thing when we were doing the Las Vegas game. That Aaron would talk about how if you had one rage, that was better than no rage.
All right. 5 successes though. She
So
leans
what we're
down.
saying is punch your packmate and get them angry before you heal them when they're hurt. Clearly.
Or
Just
mock
not
them.
too hard. There we go. That's safer.
Flick an ear.
Honestly, mocking them might not be safer if they're in our room.
No.
This is true. All right. 5 successes. So that is going to be each success heals 1 level of lethal battering or aggravated damage. It can even heal fresh battle scars. It would not do it in this case because it's not the
it's
same
not fresh.
scene.
It's been 8 hours.
It's been many hours. All right, but 5 healing to you, Dapple. Eileen, are you injured?
I have 1 aggravated damage. Yes.
All right, so diff 1.
Well, my rage is 3, so it's diff 3.
Oh, diff 3. No, it's your current rage.
My current rage is 3.
Yeah, current rage.
Okay, got it. Let me reroll that then. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that one.
Congrats on your healing. All right, Juniper, what's your?
It should be said, by the way, you have to spend a gnosis point to activate.
She's got plenty.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Sorry, what's my
What is your current rage?
3?
3? You recover 5 health levels. So start with your most severe one, the one lowest down on the tracker.
Right.
Clear those out. I think
Should be
that
all
takes
of
you.
them.
Yeah, that should be all of them.
Oh, am I completely healed at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Wolfric, you are uninjured. Yes. Yep.
Fully.
All right.
know how-
As she.
I don't know how injured the cub is.
He is a bit injured. He's down there.
While
All right.
while she was working on Mother's touching the rest of the party, I would have gone over
Yep.
to the cub and tried to help him like relax back into his Hamid form.
Okay. I'm gonna have
grab-
another roll for that because it's a.
Yeah, it's just like both hands on the muzzle, just or like on the sides of the muzzle, to again assert that sort of recognition. Even if I'm in my Hamid form, I'm still the dominant one here.
Yeah.
And just trying to like guide him through the relax.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a. This isn't so much the leadership thing because you're not going with that. You're trying to get this guy to like breathe and relax, kind of thing.
Charisma, primal urge, or something.
Yeah, exactly. One more for her here.
I wish I could
This is
mirror
rage.
scars in Hero Forge.
What?
I wish I could like horizontally flip scars in Hero Forge. Because there's a lot of good scars on the right side of the mouth and none on the
believe you
left side
can.
of the mouth.
I
You
believe
can.
Can you?
Yes.
It's in the if you hit the gear where you would adjust their.
It'll say mirror in there.
Coloring
Okay,
stuff?
good, good.
Detail.
Excellent.
She is able to heal all of you up as you see
What's
River's
the-
current
What's the difficulty on the prison primal?
diff 6 now because safe situation. This environment is kind of going with this. He's kind of freaked out because of all of the new things, but this is decent.
Purebreed help with this?
Not for this.
Commanding voice charisma specialization help.
It's not commanding.
That's fair.
Sorry.
I'm checking all the things before I make
Yeah.
3 successes.
Oh yeah, that's enough. He's gonna attempt to shift. All right.
Breed form is Hamid. He doesn't have to.
He may have to roll this time because
He's gonna have to
he
roll
might-
this time
yeah,
because
that's
it's all brand new. Look
Yeah.
at this baby. It's brand new and exciting.
You're gonna go to therapy.
1. There we go.
Hispo.
Stutters a little bit and then relax. And this young man who's not wearing any clothes because he shifted and had
yeah.
nothing.
We're werewolves, fine.
At this point, as this has been going on, this has been going over a fair number of minutes as River's Current goes around and the way she uses this gift is to kind of breathe on her hands and then put them kind of not on anyone, but like around, like she is sort of feeling the energy around you and manipulating it. You all feel this like sense of safety and warmth. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable warmth, especially like for those of you who are more injured, but she the strength of like her just energy is holding you in place, and you can all tell that this is a much senior werewolf to most that you have met. The healing is done quickly. In the background, James is being talked through his second deliberate change.
Does he have? Was he hit by a lot of silver ammunition while we're in the train?
I believe
No.
he just got once. Yeah, if anything, not a lot.
After he shoots
Mostly
like
fire.
hands on the shoulders, just there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to like keep him calm, trying to keep him from thinking about what happened earlier today.
I will actually, as Alex will just kind of like step in and go, you go be with your pack. Yeah,
Give you a
I've
pat on
got
the back.
this.
I don't need to tell you that this was his first change. I believe that was explained already. So
Yep.
Fine. Yep.
I'll give you a pat on the back just to confirm that he's handing him off to you.
Yep.
River's Current turns back toward you, Dapple, though, after this, and the Cecilia is in the background, just sort of like doing similar to Alexis, just like helping in the background and not trying to be intrusive, hands over like blankets, get some to you, Alexis. And a sheet to cover Aoife.
Right. Cool.
Sheet for the corpse and a toga for the boy.
Yep.
What happened? Tell me the tale.
We arrived on, or we got on the train on time. We noticed a few hunters were aboard, and into the middle of the night is when we heard the howl that woke the train and started a brawl. Aoife was attacked. Several of us took damage from our young cub over there. And Aoife might have made it out if it had not been for no, I'm gonna say no one has given her a word for it yet.
Yep.
There was quite frankly, the loudest sound I've ever heard in my entire life. And
Well,
then fire and...
You have, like, throw
did
Molotov
blow something
Molotovs
up.
and
That is true.
This is
That is true.
I feel like this is a thing you would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what explosions are.
You've
there
made them before.
there was an explosion, and Aoife didn't survive. I, with the assistance of Juniper, pulled her body from the wreckage, and that's when we learned and were assailed by bandits that had set up an attack on the train. And by all accounts, they would have been absolutely successful in their attempts had they accounted for the werewolves. But you know, planning always goes awry.
no one
Especially from
expects
Humans.
werewolves.
No one expects
She
expects
says,
the werewolves.
stone faced.
Son confirming. No,
Julia is smiling and laughing at this. Dapple is extremely like
Yeah.
the most like stock stone still, and by the book, you've probably heard her since you've all interacted with her.
Okay.
We quickly dispatched them and got our young cub under control. And then we headed this way on foot. And Aoife fell in battle, and she needs songs sung of her.
She does. Give me, Dapple, a charisma and performance roll. Diff 8. Diff 7 for circumstances, actually. It's gonna go easy on you.
Nothing, but not a botch.
Yep.
you have
the-
no dots in performance.
Yes, I haven't picked up dots in performance because I forgot to. Yes,
Galliard?
100%. Yes, yeah.
To be fair, there are a number of Galliards who are not great at the performance
Yeah.
aspect of it. They
so-
do their tails another way.
Yeah, it was more Dapple has sort of just, this is the role you're going to fill, this is how you fill it, and went, yep, that makes absolute sense, and then never put anything into understanding how to properly tell a story, which is what she's going to pick up after this session.
Beautiful. The eyebrow and the single eyebrow raises slightly. There is not a nod or an indication of this besides, yes, she does. Oh, prepare a circle for her and her deeds. This is a
Thank you.
loss to the Guru Nation.
Her deed name was is Daughter of Hecate.
Yes.
Daughter of Hecate.
We will send the daughter of Hecate off with the rights she deserves. This should not have happened. And she's going to turn and walk out of the room. In the background, Cecilia is wincing visibly.
Once she is
yeah.
out of the room, Dapple drops into reed form and then is flat against the floor, ears down, and just whimpering.
Could I try to get a read on Dapple's mom?
Yeah.
Well, what was all that directed at?
Yeah. Wits empathy. Yeah, wits empathy. Diff 6. It was pretty obvious, even though she's a stranger.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I've got enough for you and me and everybody
if you
else.
want,
As is
no,
tradition.
it'd be empathy. I can't make it.
Difficulty?
Diff 6. All right,
Yeah,
2
not
successes.
Not bad.
On 3 dice.
That was Stoneface sort of disapproval directed pretty much exclusively at Dapple. Like after like dealing with the like physical needs of the pack, healing everyone up, like she was laser focused on just Dapple, seeing how Dapple was handling things, and like that request for an accounting of what happened to have you all arrive here like this was a test that Dapple failed.
Galliard, do your job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got
100%.
um,
From where I'm at, I've gotten him like blanket wrapped around the shoulders. Been sort of quietly like, all right, this is your situation now,
Okay.
kind of thing. When she walks out, I'm like, you just chill here, de-stress for a moment, okay? And I
Yeah.
walk
Give-
over and I go to sit down next to
give
Dapple.
bushy ball. I crouched down when Dapple like read shifts. I'm gonna crouch down. There's like attempting to be a comforting presence.
You got Alexis on the other side.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I told everything that happened. I don't. I feel like she never actually listens. I could not have prevented this. Things got out of control. This was not my fault.
It
No.
wasn't your fault. She was expecting a tail. Capital. Not a.
What's the difference?
You've been to a moot?
A few.
Recall how Galley called their tail.
With more words than I know.
It's something to learn.
Here's
Not a fail.
I'm no. I'm gonna tell you probably what you're gonna find, what you're going to be told already, which is when you tell the tale of Trueborn's passing, especially a packmate, you're trying to honor them.
I see.
It's fine. You'll learn. You're dealing with a lot right now, right? Fine. This is just the kind of stuff you'll have to be able to do in these horrible situations in the future.
Luna
amount of-
forbid. But if it happens again, I'll be prepared.
The amount of words you know isn't the important part. Dapple. It's the emotion you put in too.
That makes sense.
Are you still in breed form and just talking?
Yeah.
I'll just like give what he is has not yet 100% to attack, but he is attempting to do like a comforting like stroke on the shoulders. I don't know if he succeeds at that, but that's what he's trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I just lean slightly.
You've missed so many things. I've seen so much.
I cannot wait to hear.
I've been in protests.
I
There's-
definitely cannot wait to hear.
There's a moment as Eileen, who has been kneeling over Aoife's body this entire time, sort of clocked out of everything else going on around her, just sort of stands up, pulls her revolver out of its holster, sort of spins it a couple of times, and starts to walk out the door. I need something to shoot. And just sort of steps out of the barn.
Down. Yeah, I will
There's the
just
shooting
give
range.
really quick the directions to the shooting range.
Excellent.
Talk to, and I don't know the
Yeah,
name,
talk
but
to
whoever.
person. Yeah,
Yeah,
she just offers like a
Talk to
two,
them,
a
just
two,
let
a
'em
two
know.
like a two finger
Yeah.
salute with her offhand as she walks out.
What's Juniper doing right now?
Juniper's very quiet, curled up next to Ava's body.
Okay.
Whatever you're saying, Sin, is not coming on the mic.
Oh, when you removed Aoife from the swag, Wolfric would have attempted to recover his sword as well.
Oh yeah. He pulled out the other swag and would have given you your sword. Yeah.
Sword is now like leaning against the wall.
With the sword was in Aoife's swag, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So Eileen would have pulled out the
Okay.
second swag from the first one, pulled out the sword, hand that to.
Okay.
because fortunately yeah.
I am gonna need, because I feel like you have to be attuned, like someone has to be attuned to this thing to
The attunement for
pull
the
things
swag
out of
is
it.
only it's not quite attunement. Just if it's
Yeah.
It's just to prevent
yeah,
it
the
from
thing
to be able to
dedication
carry
does-
into the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that dedication does is let you carry it with you.
Got it. Okay.
Correct.
Which is why
Alright.
the swag exists, is to carry things
Got
that are
it.
dedicated.
Okay. Yeah, you can pull stuff out then. That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
The Juniper.
You just have to know it's in there, basically.
Yep. All right. Juniper curled up. She's not breathing.
What, Juniper?
Juniper's not breathing.
No, Aoife's not
No.
breathing.
Oh,
I'd be really concerned if Aoife was breathing right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just stating that for the record.
Yeah. No, she knows.
Mhm.
Zombie Guru.
an abomination. Good thing we got the sword.
If
No, they
someone-
wouldn't be breathing. They're
No.
that would make them a vampire.
Uh-huh.
If someone was gonna be a zombie guru, it would be Ava.
No, she would have had to do
Yeah.
different things for that to happen. She didn't make that bad of decisions.
Yes.
The lack of dedication was why Eileen had to do the funky game of Tetris with putting a swag inside a
Yep.
swag so that she could actually bring it along.
Which fortunately, magpie swags are not
bags of holding.
Bags of holding. You did not just tear a hole through the gauntlet.
There's the sound of wings, and a heavy weight settles on your shoulder, Juniper. It's Stormcrow. It's taking a perch. Begins gently combing through your fur
Oh no, she's in homage.
or hair, your hair.
She's like she's like curled up with like her arm around her legs, like next to the body.
And that's where we're gonna end for the week. On that, say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.